Greetings, you're listening to the Cold Call Lawcast, the Minnesota Law School podcast featuring students from the University of Minnesota Law School, the University of St. Thomas School of Law, and the Mitchell-Hamlin School of Law. Welcome everybody to the Cold Call Lawcast. I'm Mitch, a law student from the University of St. Thomas. Here with me are my co-hosts, Hannah from the University of Minnesota.
Well, hey guys.
Anthony from Mitchell-Hamlin School of Law.
Hello.
And Abby from the University of Minnesota.
Hello.
So today we're going to be talking about current events, specifically about the primaries that just happened here in Minnesota. And we'll also be talking about legal news. Obviously, the big story coming out of the legal system has been the Manafort trial and Trump's personal attorney, Cohen, being pleading guilty to a bunch of charges.
Shocker.
But before we get to that, I kind of wanted to open it up to all my co-hosts for us to talk about either an embarrassing talent or an embarrassing interest that we have that would be interesting for people to kind of get to know a little bit about ourselves. So, Abby, if you want to go ahead.
Okay, I have at least 3, but probably many more. And I just said earlier that I was going to talk about metal, but I'm not ashamed of that. I don't think it's embarrassing. I'm going to talk about I am currently involved in a game of online diplomacy, and I've been doing this since high school, where it's, do you guys know what diplomacy, the board game is?
I do
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Is it like Risk?
It's like Risk, but there's no risk involved. It's all strategy. You can only get ahead by talking to your peers and trying to manipulate them. Most of the time we don't talk that much, but when you do, things get more interesting. So we're playing one of those now, but we do wacky online variants. So we're doing a Great Lakes variant right now. And I'm still alive. Normally I'm the first or second person to die, but
So you got to drop a link so we all can start playing this game.
oh
now.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
many different websites, and they're all moderated weirdly intensely. It's great. And there's forums. There's people talk about their playwriting on the forums of these sites. There's a playwriting community and a poetry community, which I have talked to before for my other show here at Radio K, The Speakeasy, where I read poetry at night. So that's fun too.
Wow.
Weird. They write poetry about their love of Gothic architecture and stuff. So
Wow, I read about that same thing too.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's fun.
Coincidence.
Yeah. Not embarrassing though, so not embarrassing.
So how long has that been? You said that's been going on since you were in high school?
Yeah, so actually probably precursor to my current endeavors in law school. I was in mock trial and I started playing with my fellow mock trial teammates, and we would go to each other's houses and just sit in closets and stuff and be we're gonna take over Austria, better watch your back. I don't know. It was good.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I was in
So-
mock trial as well, so
Yeah,
there's always shenanigans that go down.
for sure.
Anthony, do you want to go ahead?
Sure. I guess this is kind of an embarrassing, interesting / weird fact about me. I am obsessed with The Sims music.
Oh, that's good stuff.
What?
The reason why, and there's a huge backstory. So I've always been obsessed with The Sims music. It calms me down. I think there's probably some scientific research behind it, but I always listen to Sims music when I study. Just how people listen to classical music,
You're talking about Sims the game, right?
like The Sims.
Mark, is
Yeah.
it Mark Mothersbaugh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
Sims
Oh.
2, Sims 2, and then Mark Russo and Sims 1. Anyways, I can go on a whole tangent about that, but Sims music, any kind of video game music, is background music, and it doesn't require a lot of thinking to understand the concept. Now, and when I was in high school, I took a lot of music theory classes and stuff like that. I was a band nerd, so I've always kind of had an affinity for music. But, my affection with Sims music kind of has darker roots to it. So I'm adopted. That's came up before. So I did not have the greatest childhood. So when I was adopted and my parents had the Sims game, I would create Sims of certain characteristics and then I would start them on fire with the fireplaces and drown them in a pool. I was very, sadistic. But apparently it was a very good coping mechanism for me to flush out whatever issues that I had as a little kid. So, stemming from that, I've always just kind of had a love for Sims music, and I listen to it pretty much every day.
Wow.
Do you think about the Sims that you killed when you listen to it?
I have no remorse. They deserved it.
Yeah.
I mean, that you were not the only one.
I feel like we've all burned a sim alive at least once.
Sim death counts. Please post them on
Yeah.
Twitter. We want your
Yeah.
Sim death counts. We're having a contest.
My wife plays Sims all the time. But I only used to play like the Sim City type stuff, like the old school. Oh, I love doing.
I love
building
SimCity too.
cities, but
I mean, what's weird is I actually love the music more than I love the games. I mean, I like the games, whatever, but Sims 3 is better than Sims 4, by the way. But yeah, the music portion is just always just makes me feel happy, and there's Sims music for every occasion and every season. So there we go.
cool.
That's weird. I know.
Yeah.
Judge
What
me as you will.
What about that, like, Me channel music? That's the good stuff, too.
Yes, it's always so
Oh,
calming
it's
too.
so good.
See, everyone has some kind of weird music, and my guilty pleasure is like ABBA or something, or Fleetwood Mac.
It's good.
Yeah, my
Cool.
study channel was there's one called Chill Hop, which
I listened to that one
similar-
too.
Yeah, Chill Hop's pretty good. Do you want to go, Mitch?
No, I
want you
want you to go, Hannah.
Assuming that I have something prepared, which
No, I never assume.
okay, well then we're great. Oh man, wait, no. I totally did just have something in my head, and it totally ran away. So let's see. I have a birthmark on my tongue.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I have a see it.
I can see it.
Uh-huh.
It's really there.
Anthony can verify.
You don't need to be able to smell to see it, so you should be able to see it.
Thank God you can't smell.
Got a birthmark on my tongue. When I was a kid, I had a talent for like misinterpreting words, like parsing them wrongly,
Like,
or like.
can you give us an example?
So good example, yeah. So remember when Princess Diana died? I got real sad and was crying and stuff, and my mom wondered why I was so upset because I didn't have any connection to Princess Diana or anything, or really know who she was. And I was, she asked me, and I said I was worried about what was going to happen to the whales
what?
because-
What?
because their princess was dead.
Oh,
Yeah. Princess
okay.
of Wales.
Princess
yeah.
of Wales died.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
that's kind of cute. That's something you could see as a child.
That's a talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time I asked if Mr. Sippy had a river too.
That's good.
See, those are all very cute. You must
Yeah.
have been an adorable little child.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. I know. I don't know what happened. A lot
Outgrown
of things.
that.
All right, your turn.
Okay, so I'm semi-musical as well. I actually play in a brass band, and I play the tuba. I have been playing the tuba since I was in 6th grade. So
Nice.
Why are you
couple
embarrassed about
years.
this?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
played
it's
trumpet
pretty
in
cool.
6th
How have we
grade.
not
yeah,
heard
but a
about
trumpet
this?
is cool though. Like a tuba.
My
and,
dad played the tuba, so he was
Okay.
pretty cool.
Wait, what's the band?
It's called Dat Brass though. It's formed by the KDWB show, Dave Ryan in the Morning Show. Dave Ryan put a brass band together, and so I joined it, and now I play the tuba. I'm the only tuba player in the whole
A
group.
plus to the
Nice.
name of the band, though. That's
Dat
pretty-
Brass though. Yeah,
do
that's
you
pretty
do
good.
like weddings and stuff?
We haven't done weddings. We do mostly parades.
Sorry, man.
I know we're in need of
We
musicians.
will do weddings. I mean, if
If you could
want
give me a
us to.
tuba solo, that would be
I will
great.
gladly
As
do
Abby's
that.
walking down the aisle, not
And
Abby in
Not
the studio,
me.
my
Other
fiance
Abby.
Abby.
You haven't figured that out yet. Yeah.
So yeah, we play mostly parades. We do festivals as well.
How many
Wait,
members
like
make
what
up this?
kinda-
How many members make up this band?
About I think it's 20 now.
Oh,
Oh,
so
wow.
this
It's
is
about
an
20
established,
members.
bigger brass.
Yeah, it's pretty
section.
big. We have probably like 6 to 8 trumpets alone, and and we have a full percussion and stuff like that. So
And just one lonely tuba.
and then one lonely tuba.
Is it marching band style tuba with the wraparound and the big?
No, it's
and the
not a
big bell?
sousaphone. It's just a snare tuba that I kind of strap onto myself. So
Do you use
Yeah.
like a baby Bjorn that you used to use for your kid?
I don't, I don't, but that's probably a great idea. It's just a strap that like goes around my back, and I just hold it right
they
out
make
in
them
front.
special for tubas.
Can
huh?
can you
Yeah.
circular breathe?
I cannot. No, I can't circular.
That'll
breathe.
make you a top notch tuba player.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be performing at the state fair on Saturday.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
so if you guys come out, you can
We'll
see
plug
me
her
there. It'll be
Forgot about
on the 20. Was that the 25th?
Yeah.
August 25th. Yeah.
25th.
So I'll
Dat
be there.
Brasto.
Yeah.
Brasso.
Actually, it's
State
just
fair.
it's actually
We'll be
just me.
playing.
The brass band couldn't go.
Oh,
It's
man.
just me,
okay.
kinda like a
Don't miss
solo,
this.
yeah.
25th tuba solo,
Oh.
which I didn't know existed, but I'm now very intrigued.
Do you
What
like-
stage
do you
will
play,
be
like,
playing
modern
on?
songs?
I'll play on
Sure.
the KDWB booth.
KDWB booth time.
I don't think we've actually come up with a time yet. Probably like 1 o'clock.
We will post it to the
If you
website.
need the time, we will give you Mitch's personal phone number.
Thanks.
Please just
Please
DM
don't.
anyone, and we will get you the information. Please be there.
This needs to air tonight.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we'll put this on the air just tonight so that we can get it ready for then.
Okay, that's awesome.
Nice.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other talents that we should know about?
No,
You'll figure it
Nothing.
out along the way.
Yeah, they'll be
we're
revealed
fully
in
exhausted.
due time.
Before we begin, please visit us on social media at Cold Call Lawcast. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We are also on Spotify, Stitcher, and iTunes. Tell us what you think of our podcast or ask us a question at any of our social medias.
Welcome back. So, about a week and a half ago, we had the primaries. And I just wanted to go through the primaries here in Minnesota. Hopefully everybody who's listening to this voted in the primaries, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. Hopefully you got out.
Or a felon. I hope you voted illegally because you should be able to.
You should. I back that.
So if you did vote, this is the right place
If you're a
for
felon,
you.
vote twice. Anyway.
Thanks, Hannah. So the primaries, I guess, what did you guys think of, one of these two people who will be our governor, Tim Walz or Jeff Johnson? What do you think is going to be the outcome of the election come November 6th? And what did you guys think of the primaries as well?
I'm just glad that Tim Pawlenty got knocked out of there.
Oh, yeah, that made me pretty happy as well.
It was fun to see Pawlenty lose.
Yeah,
Again,
that was
We're all in
always-
agreement
was
on
good.
that. Yeah. It's like really funny, like, to see someone ask for their old job back and just be like, not even past the first round
And
of interviews.
didn't Tim Pawlenty spend triple the amount on his campaign than Johnson did?
Yeah, he spent a lot of
Spent
money.
A lot of money. Yeah, he spent a lot of money on that. I don't know why he decided to come back because people didn't really seem to like him all that much the first time around. I guess he was elected twice, but now they have this Jeff Johnson guy who's a literal who's who of politics. So,
What do you mean by who's who?
like, who the hell is this guy?
Oh.
Because I mean, I think unless you're a pretty hardcore Republican, you probably didn't know who Jeff Johnson was until he was on the ballot. Because I think he was like a county commissioner or something.
Yeah,
like
Hennepin County Commissioner. He ran for, I think he ran for governor before and failed.
Yeah.
I think maybe he had
He tried to go
some
for
state
sen-
office. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he tried to run for senator maybe too. But yeah, I know he was like a state senator or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. He's one of those. He's
Minnesota
just like,
House Representatives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's just like so bland that you try to focus your eyes or your ears on what it is that is the information about him, and they just slide somewhere else.
And so what do you guys think about Tim Walz? I don't know who you guys voted for, but he's a congressman, U.S. congressman right now for the 1st district, which makes up most of southern Minnesota. And I know I used to live